Hello class, I'm going to be going over some of the do's and don'ts for visual aids in our upcoming speech. I'll first go into the don'ts, and then I'll go into some of the do's and what I'm going to be doing for my own personal speech regarding visual aids. So starting off with some of the don'ts, I know this seems kind of silly, but things like posters, drawings, I know this is really simple, but even just like a simple picture drawing like that's going to be very hard for them to see, and with things like lines and stuff like that, it can be distracting. Other things such as, let's say you're using a book or you're trying to show something like that. One, it's already going to be hard enough for you to push yourself out of the screen, show something like this. And it's going to be hard enough for the audience to see even objects. And then with all the words and everything around, it's just really distracting and not a great one. If you are using kind of handheld objects like that, visual aids, things that do work, which in regards to my speech, which I'll be speaking about golf and one of golf's greats, things like trophies. That's just really easy for them to see. That's a quick, easy aid. Something like a golf ball. It's just a quick aid. It's really easy. Again, it's easy to see, easy to pick. They're not trying. Your audience isn't trying to decipher anything. They can clearly see that you're referring to a trophy. Also, for don'ts, if you have like a presentation in the back, you don't want to be standing right in front of it. Obviously, that defeats the purpose of your entire visual aid. Also, don't look back at it. Have your back turned to the audience. You always want to have your eyes on the audience and be focused on them. You don't want to get easily distracted by a visual aid back there. That's why I choose not to use it that way, because I do feel if I did have something back there, whether it be some sort of poster board or a presentation, I'd be doing what I'm doing exactly right now, and that's turning my head, and you don't want to do that. The way that I am choosing to do it is a way through Zoom, which you can screen share. I believe you can do it through your laptop and through your phone. I chose not to do it through my laptop because I already have so many things going with Zoom on my screen and whatnot. So I wanted to try to get it onto another screen, and they allow you to do that with your cellular device. So I have via cable, I connect my iPhone and go that route. So I'm choosing to do that, and I'll go through that and with some more do's and don'ts regarding screen sharing. Let's see if it's going to allow me. There we go. I had it all set up. I'll make sure that everything's set again. So here it is. It comes up, my first visual aid. Obviously, when my speech comes time, I'll have a black screen first up when I'm screen sharing. But I go to this one. This is, again, it's very easy for the audience to see. I wouldn't quite choose something with as many words on it because that can be distracting. They're going to be reading all that stuff, and I really want them to be focused more on just a quick aid and then what I'm saying. Also, for some don'ts with visual aids with screen sharing is keeping that there, and let's say I go to my next one, boom, there's nothing in between. So let's just say I'm holding this screen, I'm holding this visual aid there, even after I'm done talking about it. And then I don't move it until I get to the next subject, and boom, I go to the next one. You don't want to do that. That can be very distracting. They're still looking at your visual aid. So let's go back to the first, and the way to do it, this is the do, is to have a black dark screen in the middle. So when I'm done talking about this subject, I can move on, and then when I get to my second, I can go. And again, I'll continue to go. I have another black screen, and then we go, and I have this one here. So again, the main idea is to make sure that your audience isn't completely zoned out on what you're saying. You don't want them to be looking at your visual aid the whole time. You want to make sure that they're, again, focused on you and listening to you, because that's the main idea of this whole speech. The visual aids are just there to kind of help you prove a point and then move on. So those are my do's and don'ts. This is the way I'll be choosing to do it. If anyone wants me to show them kind of how to do it, let me know. But other than that, good luck to everyone, and thank you.